Hello everyone, this is the fourth lesson of biology 2.44 dialysis and the treatment of kidney. Osmoregulation. As we explained in the previous video, osmoregulation, we said what do you mean by osmoregulation? It's the regulation of the water content of the blood. When we talked about the nephron, we said the final part of each nephron, which is the nephron. Again, what do you mean by nephron? The smallest unit of the kidney or in the kidney. So the nephron, the last part of it, we call it collecting duct. This duct or this place, it's where it collects the water, the part that it will collect the water and removes it. So removes water from the filtered solution passing down inside the tubule and return it to the blood. Here what is happening, it's regulating the amount of water in the blood. How? The body can control the amount of water is returned to the blood in this way through the collecting duct and balance it with the amount of water taken. So we have water taking and water releasing. So here it's balancing the amount of water, the concentration of water. This process in general, okay, this vital control of water balance, we call it osmoregulation. So this diagram, it shows the process of osmoregulation. As we explained before, osmoregulation, we said it's controlling the intake of water. So as you can see here, for example, water intake, water loss. In water intake, if you look at drinks, for example, you will get 1,500 cubic centimeter drinks, 800 cubic centimeter water in food, and also 200 cubic centimeter from the process of respiration. This is the intake water. This is the total amount of water that it goes to your body. In other side, here we have water loss. We will see here, you will lose water through urine, sweat, exhaled air, and feces. If you will add all of this, you will see it's 2,500 cubic centimeter, and also here it's 2,500 cubic centimeter. So this is what they mean by osmoregulation, keeping or controlling, regulating these two amount of water intake and water loss. Here inside our body, okay, body contains about 40 cubic decimeter of water. For example, 15 of it's in tissue, fluid, and blood plasma, and 25 it's inside the cells. Here, volume of urine is greatly reduced if more water is lost through sweating. Maybe you notice this thing in summer. When the temperature is high, usually we sweat more than we urine. But in winter, in opposite, when the temperature is low, so the opposite will happen. We will urine more than sweating. Okay. Another cause of losing water from the body, it's diarrhea. Diarrhea can greatly increase water loss. Severe cases can cause death by dehydration. Kidney failure. What do you mean by kidney failure? When kidney is unable to do its function. So how it would happen? Damage to the kidney, perhaps through infection. It could be infection. It could be infection or following an accident. Can stop the nephrons working efficiently. The body So when the kidney here is not working efficiently, so what will happen? The percentage, the amount, the concentration of the waste products in the blood will be high. So the body can no longer control the composition of amount of urine formed. So the content of the blood plasma and tissue fluid is not kept at its optimum. So death may follow quite quickly if the kidney failure is not corrected. What are the possible ways to solve this problem? Two types of treatment are available. The first one, we called it dialysis, and the second one, which is kidney transplant. In the first one, dialysis, using kidney machine and artificial kidney. And the second one, it's kidney transplant. We will see how each one of these ways it works. Dialysis and the artificial kidney. A kidney machine takes a patient's blood, cleans it, and return it back to the blood and to the circulation. This process, they call it dialysis. So, definition of dialysis is the process of removing excess water, solutes, and toxins from the blood in people whose kidney can no longer perform these functions naturally. Again, dialysis, it's a process of cleaning or cleaning the blood from its wastes and return it back to the blood circulation. This process, it happened, or they use a specific machine for it. Here it's the machine that it shows that it filter the blood from its wastes. As you can see here, the blood it's taking out, okay, blood taking from artery leaves body under high pressure. So here the blood, it comes out from the body through the artery, it goes to the machine, okay. This machine, inside it, it has like chambers and it's like tubes, and there is a fluid in it. This fluid, it takes the wastes out, and then again the filtered blood will be returned back again to the blood. So blood returned to the body through vein, okay. So the whole process, it's what? Blood, it will taken from artery, goes to the machine, then after machine it will be given back again to the body through the vein. This is what do you mean by dialysis. The second way, it's by kidney transplants. What do you mean by kidney transplant? It's taking kidney from a healthy person and giving it to the patient, to a person who has a problems with the kidney. So a kidney transplant involves surgically transferring a healthy kidney from one person, the donor, we call him the donor, to a person with kidney failure, the recipient. It's relatively simple to connect up the donor kidney, but sometimes a problem arises with tissue rejection. What do you mean by tissue rejection here? The body, the recipient's immune system will attack the donor kidney and slowly destroy it. Sometimes it's like matching, okay, the tissue of the donor and the tissue of the recipient. Sometimes it will not match. Okay, this process is successful. Successful kidney transplants have advantage over dialysis. This advantage of kidney transplant is what? In the long term, a transplant is much cheaper. Doing the dialysis, it takes, they should eat like every couple of days. This is for in a long term will cost a lot. So kidney transplants, it's much cheaper. Then the patient's life is less disrupted once they have recovered from the operation. It's like after transplanting the kidney and after doing the operation, if everything is okay, if there is no tissue rejection, the patient, he will live a normal life. Questions of 2.44. The body must maintain a water balance. A. Why does the body need water? The answer is to keep the cell cytoplasm hydrated. To keep the cytoplasm hydrated. B. How is water gained by the body? Or in another way, how our body gets water? Of course, we can get water through what? Through food and drink. C. How is water lost by the body? How do we lose water in our body? In urine, sweat, and on the exhaled breath. Question number 2. The water balance of the body is maintained by negative feedback. Explain what this term means. Explain what's the meaning of negative feedback. So, the answer is, in negative feedback, a change in a factor causes a correction that cancels out this change. What's that mean? A change will happen to your body. It's like giving a signal that something it's happening, a change is happening to the body. So what will happen? It will correct this change. Question number 3, it's a homework for you. Why is a kidney transplant considered better than dialysis? What problems are associated with kidney transplantation? I hope you get benefit from it. Have a good day.